Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim I heard pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. So Brother Quanah Watts from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord will, it is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. I was doing some watching, man, and came across this article on naturalnews.com. It says, B System, Israel to hire U.S.-based biometrics firm to screen Palestinians in Gaza, right? Esau making his moves, right, while most of you people are distracted by the Diddy situation, man, as well as, you know, this whole, you know, Kamala and Trump bullshit, man, right? Kamala bringing these, you know, these fucking, you know, these rap artists and whatnot, these, you know, these celebrities on stage, man, really just a, you know, just a fucking a distraction, man, at the end of the day, you know, as well as the whole rhetoric and them going back and forth, right? It's really just a distraction, man, right? To keep you people focused on this election while Esau Edom is over here, you know, again, establishing, you know, different, you know, pilot programs and test runs, right? Before he brings it, you know, to the whole world, right? It says a new Uber for war zone scheme was unveiled by Israel this week to start screening Holocaust style every Palestinian in the Gaza Strip, which that's exactly what it is, a scheme, man. And we're not ignorant, you know, Satan's devices, man. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Actually, I'll read in the NLT, 2 Corinthians 2:11 NLT. On the left, on the right hand side, it says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, right? For we are familiar with his evil schemes, right? So through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, right? We understand what this whole situation, right, is leading towards, right? It's leading towards, right, the implementation of Revelations 13 and verse 16 on down, man. You know? So let's go back. This is according to reports, Israel plans to hire a private U.S.-based logistics and security suite to develop a gated community in Gaza where all Palestinians will be subject to biometric screenings in order to qualify to receive aid. Right, man? It says Israel's war cabinet discussed the proposal over the weekend with plans to approve a pilot program within the next 2 months. Right? The Global Delivery Company, or GDC, a company run by Israeli-American businessman Mordecai Kahana, is currently in talks with Israel to run the biometric screening program. And again, this is all aligning, right, with you know, with Revelations 13 and verse 15, 16, and 17, right? Those that ultimately don't want to receive this biometric, you know, screening or biometric scanning or whatever they want to call it, right? You don't want to be a part of that. Hey, well, guess what? You're not going to receive humanitarian aid, right? Which means you're ultimately going to be put to death, man, because that means you're not going to receive food. You're not going to receive water, you know? It says for a while, Israel has been contemplating the creation of so-called humanitarian bubbles in northern Gaza, including in and around the Jabalia refugee camp, which for the past 3 weeks has been under total siege. Israel is not allowing any food, clean water, or medical supplies to enter Jabalia, which is creating a humanitarian crisis. Again, this is Esau Edom's MO, and it's being revealed more and more, right? That he creates this crisis, right, or these different crises, you know, and then turns around and offers what he calls a solution to the issue, which Esau created this crisis, right, and made it to where there's no other option, right, except for you to accept the solution that he's coming with, man. You know, he eliminates all other options, right, puts you in a crisis that, you know, you need that aid, you need the humanitarian aid, you need, you know, that help, right? And then here Esau Edom comes, right, trying to make himself that superhero, you know, with the solution that really doesn't benefit you at all, right? Even though he says it will, right? Scriptures talk about him speaking sweetly with his lips, right? But he seeketh how to overthrow thee, you know, roughly paraphrasing in Sirach, the 12th chapter on the 16th verse, right? This is Esau Edom's MO, man, right? What he is about to offer, or what he is offering these people, you know, ultimately establishes him as their perpetual ruler, man. Because now he'll have, again, full control over whether you eat and whether you drink, if they take, or participate in this biometric screening, which we know, again, leads to the implementation of the charagma, which we know is the RFID micro C hit, man, right, which is part of that biometric screening, right? And at this point, we don't know necessarily if he's going to have them do some type of retina scanning or, fingerprint scanning, right? But either way, again, all roads lead to the MO to the TB, right? It says back in January, the International Court of Justice, or the ICJ, issued an interim ruling that Israel must take immediate measures to ensure that the Palestinians living in Gaza receive basic services and humanitarian assistance, right? It says, in response, Israel has come up with this biometric screening scheme as a prerequisite to receiving aid. So they're saying, hey, we're going to give you the aid. We're going to give you what we're supposed to give you, those basic necessities. But in order for you to get them, you have to participate in this biometric screening. You have to participate, in this new wave of society, right? Where everybody is ultimately going to be, or at least what Esau's trying to do, right? Connect everybody to the IoT, right? The Internet of Things, by way of, the charagma, right? Eventually the charagma, which will be the RFID micro C hit, whether it be the one that goes in your hand, the rice grain, or whether it be, the brain C hit, right? That they're ultimately coming up with, man. There was a video that I had seen earlier of a dude that had this white, it went from his ear to his jaw, right in front of his face, right? His chin. And, a reporter, which I know this is older, right? But a reporter asked him basically a question, the population of some city. And as the dude was asking him, he was thinking of, the question. And what it did is it connected his thoughts to the computer, right, to Google. And he got that answer immediately, and was able to say the answer, right? He didn't have to, type in Google on another computer and whatnot, or he didn't have to pull up his phone and press the speaker button and say it in the Google bar and have it search. No, it was connected to him, right? So he was able to look up these answers, right, in his brain, man, which goes to that brain-computer interface that Esau has been pushing, heavily, man, So again, all these things are happening really behind the scenes, man. No one's really paying attention, man. And this, just let you know, again, we're in that time where Revelation 13 and verse 16, or 15 and 16 and 17, right, are ultimately coming to pass, man. Because again, it says right here, in order for you to really eat, you're gonna have to participate in the society. If you don't, right, you're ultimately gonna starve, man, or you're gonna die of dehydration, man. So that brings me to my next precept, Revelation chapter 13. And I'll start at verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you don't want to be a part of this society. And well, guess what? You're going to be, excommunicated and or physically killed, man. You're going to be pushed out. And this is what they're ultimately trying to do to these Palestinians over there in Gaza, man. Oh, you want humanitarian aid, right? You want food, you want water. Hey, well, you got to take this, man. You got to participate in this, right? And those that don't, again, are ultimately going to be put to death, man. Whether Esau comes in and really actually kills them, right, by their military or by lethal force, right? Or they end up dying of starvation, dehydration, right? Or some kind of disease or illness or injury, right? Because again, we're talking about medical supplies, we're talking about food, we're talking about water, right? Especially everything that's going on over there, right? It could be any one of those situations, man. That's the position that Esau's putting the people in, right? Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a MRK in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So he's putting the people in the position, right, to where they're gonna have to take it, right? They're gonna have to take, this participate in this biometric screening, which again is leading to him forcing the masses to take his charagma, which we're reading right now, right? Eventually, this is going to be the outcome, right? And when you go into that word require with, right, in the NLT it says he calls it, it goes into, in the NLT it goes into him, he required, right? He requires, everyone to take it, right? In the blue letter, right, when you go into that word cause it goes into make, right? So it's gonna make and put people in a position, right, that they're gonna have to take it. They can't do anything else. There's no other option but them to take what Esau Edom is presenting as a solution, man. Which again, it's not a solution, right? It's really just benefiting his NWO, and not those who take it, right? It says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the MARK or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And again, that goes right back to that article, right? If you don't take it, you're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to have no water. You're not going to be able to go to these stores. You're going to be basically locked in this gate community or outside of this gated community where people are doing those things, right? They're getting the food, they're getting the water, they're able to do this, that, and the third. You're basically going to be excommunicated, man. So these are the times that we're looking at, right? It's right around the corner. This is only it's a prerequisite, right, to what's coming upon the whole world, right? As we read in Revelations 3 and 10, man. But see, we don't need to fear, right, what is coming upon, the world, because Yahweh Shem Shai has got us, man. Right? Scripture's talking about not being afraid of evil tidings, right, which is bad news. This is bad news for the rest of the world, right? But really, it's good news for us because it's one step closer, right, to Yahweh Shai's coming, man. So I got one more precept, and we'll close out. This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. It says, "In that, knowing the time," right? You got the time. As it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, Habakkuk 2 and 3, right? We're in that time, right? Knowing the time, right? You should know the time by way of the different signs and different, things that are coming abroad, right? As the scriptures talk about, your wars, rumors of wars, right? Earthquakes, pestilence, right? Uproars of the people, right? Talks about we're in the beginning of sorrows, and as well as, again, right, when it goes into the vision is yet for an appointed time, the word vision goes back to prophecy of Revelations 13 and verse 16 on down, right? We're in that time where that prophecy is going to be fulfilled, right? We're looking at it, man, right? It says at the end it shall speak, and it's speaking by way of these different events that are taking place and, different dialogue that's being spoken and whatnot, right? We look at those things, man, right? Letting us know the times that we're in, right? It says in that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, right? A lot of you jakes, right, are being rocked to sleep by Esau Edom in these different, bread and circus situations, man, right? With this whole, again, Kamala and Trump bullshit that's going on, the P. Diddy bullshit that's going on. Hey, all that shit, man, should not be your main focus, right? Your main focus should be prophecy, man. Focusing on Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, and the things that are to come, right? That his men, right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Shai, the prophets are out here speaking, man. That's what you should be focused on, man. Not the bullshit that's out here, man. Right? It says, "For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe." That's right, man. Right? We're closing in on deliverance, man. Right? Every day we're one step closer, man. Every day we're one step closer. So, hey, as scriptures say, 1 Peter 4 and 7, the end of all things is at hand. To be therefore sober, watch in the prayer, man. So continue to watch, continue to pray. Hey, we're almost out of here, man. Shit's about to hit the fan here soon, Lord will. So with that, Lord will is at a fine. Lord will sit to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak Wadash, double honor to the elder apostles, as the bishop of the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.